Hello and welcome to this next video in the SEO checklist training series. We're going to talk about an exciting both tool and ability to develop strategies today by getting into a power tool here that we professionals use called Screaming Frog, and it's a SEO spider. And really, by spidering here, I mean it simulates essentially what search engines would do by crawling your pages on your website. And you'll see it here in a second, but let me just take you through just kind of the startup information here to get you going. Here's the URL, screamingfrog.co.uk. Yes, they are in the United Kingdom, /SEO-spider. There's a free version there. You can just go ahead and download that, install it to your desktop. And by the way, that free version gives you 500 URLs for free. If you want the paid version, it's a 1-year license and renewable each year. It's about $100 US. So to get started, you simply just enter your URL, your website address, and it goes ahead and spiders, and you'll see it here in a second. And here's the cool thing. There's so many data points here, but you can sort by columns that you need. Right, this is just a simple starting point. The Screaming Frog product and associated strategies is really a several hours, if not day-long, opportunity for you to dive in. But we're going to start simple here. This checklist is intended to get you started with the tips, tools, strategies, insights that we use in this field. So when I say here number 5, sort by columns to your needs and export to Excel, you'll see what I mean in a second. But let's go to the actual website. So this is just a quick snapshot here of the SEO Spider tool, and you have different versions of the tool. As I said, there's a free and paid. I think they might have it even an enterprise, but things you can do here is finding broken links. You can deal with redirects, of course. Duplicate content is awesome. Analyze page titles and metadata. We're going to take a look at that today. Robots files, integration with Google Analytics, XML sitemaps. Just a lot of things that you can do here with this. So as I said, the free version up to 500 URLs, unlimited for the paid. And there's additional capabilities here, as you can see, including you get technical support. So yeah, that's pound sterling, I guess the word is, $149 per year. So let's dig in here. Here we have a sample of a company that has a pretty messed up website. That's okay. Just grab it here. It's teamworksinc.net. They're an accounting firm, but as you can see now, it's going here, it's processing this website and spidering the pages that are available to this tool. Now, as you can see, many options here in the tabs area. There are, of course, all the columns that I mentioned here. If you just take a quick gander at this, you have titles, lengths, title 2s, title 2 lengths, meta description here. You can see all of those, the lengths. Meta keywords, of course, that's not used in search engines anymore, but they're clearly thinking it should be there. Then you have H1 tags, H2, H3, H4, and then you have, actually you can customize that, meta robots tags, canonical link elements, and response time on pages, and again, just a chock full of great information. And there's many more options here under configurations and other things. So let's dive in. Yeah, so as I said here, one of the first things that you can do is just go ahead and hit the export button and get it out to Excel or CSV. But what I like to do is, when I'm first taking a look at a site here, is I like to sort it by one of the key elements that are easy to affect, especially now that you know and understand how you can affect it by the WordPress SEO plugin, is to just sort it by title. So I can get a sense now for how well this site has been looked at in terms of, just simply the title to the page, right? We know it's an important element. Why not start there? We see that we're getting 200 status code from the response from the server, so that's good. But here, we see here that there's 2 pages right away that looks like duplicate content. Yes, here's the root and here's index.php, very common, see it all the time. There's an opportunity for a redirect here or canonical setting to make sure that this is just seen as one, right? Now, one sort of caveat here is this is an external third-party tool. This is not Google. Google has gotten better at these things over the years, dealing with sort of this notion of multiple URLs. But the truth is, why make it hard? You know, make it clean, make it right, do it good. And here you can see page Y0. There's actually, it looks like 2 duplicates right there, 0 and X with an X or not. Virtual, Q Office, P. Anyway, I can see this is, pardon me for being brash, but this is just garbage, right? What is this, right? Not good. This URL setting here is just weird. And by the way, this happens all the time as well, because, you know, you're busy dealing with your business and you're growing a business. You don't know about SEO, or maybe you don't care at this level as we do. But here's one important one. Here we have a repetitive, you know, sort of branding statement here at the front, Santa Clara Accounting, CFO, Payroll, Taxes Firm. And over here we have a little bit of the title that really should be addressing their keywords and their content, their context on the page. You know, here you can see there looks like it's a QuickBooks tune-up. You have all this garbage here at the front, and it's repetitive, as you can see, so not good in terms of unique identification. And then here comes the QuickBooks accounting, and then also at the end you have the brand repeated here, just super poorly optimized here in terms of leveraging keywords and positioning. So as you can see here, just by sorting the title, I spied this site and sorted this title. Looks like they have many missing titles here as well. I can also sort by just purely text elements here. I can do this by going right here. So I've now filtered it just by HTML, right? So it's not including JavaScript or images or anything else. And I can go through here, same thing. I'm literally, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the address URLs here to see how well they are named and what the association with title is. Notice I haven't gone into the content yet. This is just very top level, but it gives me a great first time look into your site, and that this is what you can do as well. Because your next question is, okay, if I'm going to be looking at this consulting page, P consulting and Q consulting, is there an opportunity to merge these two into one? I would think yes. And then here in the title, what is the keyword or phrases or terms in terms of that content that I'm going for? And if you scroll a little bit further over here to the meta description tag, which is not a ranking factor, but it is one that allows you to create engagement in terms of click-through rates, right? Which is very important. As you can see here, they haven't spent much time here. It's just take a look, take a look, take a look, right? Repeated, repeated, repeated. And it looks like it could be an overage here. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing the boundary here a little bit on the meta description length. But this is an opportunity to go through the titles, as I mentioned first here, and then also the descriptions now to make this a engaging, almost like an advertisement here to get folks to click into the page. And meta keyword, just completely drop all of these. They are not used anymore. Here we're getting into H1 tags, and now we're sort of starting into the on-page factors for SEO optimization, and that comes later. But I wanted to share this tool with you because not only is this a great starter tool, and it's free for you if you have up to 500 URLs, so you can just go ahead and download and use it. But here you get just an instant snapshot into, you know, what is going on with your optimization in terms of top level tags. And another one that I like to look at is over here on the right. Let's see, where is it? There it is, word count. So I can sort by word count here. And I can essentially get a sense for, you know, starting with the top here, the fattest page in terms of words are 815. Then all the way down to, you know, 11 words. Right now I can scroll back over and I can see, what is this? Okay, so this LB consultation page has, you know, 11 words on it, which means it's thin content. You know, again, we're starting to look at data points here that are starting to reveal strategies that we can use to start tuning. Somebody might react to this and say 11 words. What is this page even doing? Is there an opportunity to take that page and merge it with another so that we have one strong sort of evergreen or powerful authority content piece that drives traffic in terms of ranking, so you get that quality traffic in. Maybe it has some A/B testing on the conversion there, strong call to actions, etc. Another thing that I'd like to take a quick look at is response time. Same thing here. Kind of sorting from the top here with the fastest response time to the longest. This is kind of probably a heavier weighted page with a lot of images, etc. And yeah, sure is very typical, the home page, right? So again, this is not an SEO course in itself, because simply this tool just gives you indicators of what's wrong with the site or what you can do to improve it. And because you have downloaded and subscribed to my SEO checklist, this is part of a video series. So if you have any more questions on it, feel free to send me a note, subscribe as well on my website. But you can see how not only do you as a webmaster and as a practitioner get tremendous insights, but also as an SEOer, and if you're looking at this from that perspective, you can provide reports to clients very quickly with some quick recommendations that gives you just a great edge and a sort of authority leadership position to show off your skill sets and your knowledge. But again, this tool is somewhat complex. You kind of have to know what you're doing in terms of the data that you're looking at, but also very importantly, what strategies should be built in for your site. And you may have many sites here, and by the way, you might have a huge site with tens of thousands of URLs, which in that case you're going to run out of memory using this tool. There are other tools for that. We're not going to cover that here in this SEO checklist series, but if you have any questions about it, feel free to just reach out to me. And so this has been just a very quick presentation on this very powerful tool for Screaming Frog. And if you like this, please share the video. I really enjoyed making these for you, and watch for the next one, because on the next video we're going to talk about the very exciting keyword planner from Google, and we're going to talk about some other tools as well, but we're going to kind of get in and start talking about keywords and how you can use those at sort of a top level strategy. Thanks again. This is Jan. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.